What's up, YouTube? This is Nate with Teaching Technology. We're going to talk about some network racks today. This video is not sponsored in any way. I just build a lot of network racks and our vendor was out of stock for a rush job we had. So we ended up going with one from Amazon. On the screen, I put a snip up of the actual Amazon order. I'll put a link in the description below for the specific network rack. For context, this is for a residential customer. We'll be deploying a full Ubiquity network for them next week. And I like to pre-deploy as much equipment as possible just so that the job site is a little cleaner and smoother. So this is a time-lapse video of me putting together this TECMOJO rack. As expected, the instructions were basically non-existent. So I wanted to walk you through the build process of this particular rack, what I liked and what I didn't like about it. First off, I was shockingly impressed for the price of this rack. So obviously it's a pretty small, it's a 6U rack. It does look like it comes in a 9 or 12U in multiple different colors. As far as the panels go, everything was very straight. The welds were what to be expected for a rack from Amazon. What you can see there is me pouring out some of the hardware for it. The main downside, in my just personal opinion, and it's really just truly preference, this uses caged nuts as opposed to studs. Caged nuts, if you've ever built a network rack or serviced an AV rack, caged nuts are tough. They hurt. They're a pain personally, but they do make things more versatile. I get it. I understand why they're used. So the first main thing with this is you're going to take the bottom plate and you're going to attach the two side walls. So the main back wall you can see has the butterfly openings, which you're going to use to mount the physical rack to the wall. And then you're going to go ahead and put the top plate on. The only thing I ran into with the top plate was it was a little out of square. So I kind of had to just give it a little bit of effort to put it on. 2 bolts in each corner. It does use an Allen key for all of the hardware on this one. You'll notice that there's a power cord hanging down in the center of that top plate. It actually comes with a 12-volt fan, which is very impressive for the price. I think this was $118 all in for the rack, including shipping from Amazon, which is great for an enclosed rack. I did test the fan, it worked great. It does have slots for 2 of them. One thing that was interesting with this rack is you saw me put them in just a minute ago is the 4 plastic plates that clipped in on the top and bottom, 2 on each. So typically you would have punch outs that you would put a grommet in to bring your network trunk in through, or any type of your wiring that's going out of the house. These just have these clip-in plastic shields. At the end of the day, it really doesn't make a difference. It's perfectly fine. Here I'm putting in the rails, so they don't come pre-built in to the actual sidewalls, and it's just a screwdriver, or a Phillips head screw with a nut on the back. It only fits in one way, or well, I guess it fits in either way. It can go up or down. There's no required orientation for it. They do give you front and rears for them. In the application that I'm doing, there's no need for the rears, so we left them out. One of the big pieces that is nice about a rack like this is its locking. So the majority of the racks that we do, we always try and make them locking, specifically in the commercial space, but this one is a residential space, so it really doesn't matter. It's going to go in the basement. We're really powering a few access points throughout the house, a couple keystone locations, and then we have 6 cameras that will be going in. It does have a very nice tempered glass front door, which was nice. The downside to this setup was it is just adhesive holding the tempered glass to those 2 metal plates on the sides. The locking mechanism was a 2-part locking mechanism. It had a lock nut on the back, so you disassemble what is there, put it through, and then retighten that lock nut on the back side, and then there's a screw at the very bottom of it. You're going to take that screw out, and you're going to put in the actual locking mechanism, which is what's going to open and close on the rack. Very straightforward construction and installation. If you'd like to see the products that we're going to put into this rack for this client, go ahead, leave a comment. We'll show you how we deploy Ubiquiti systems.